years ago or so down at the, they run me off, they fired me at my job at Grand Lake, so I didn't know what to do, so I went up to the next casino up the road, and I hit a $900 on a spin the wheel, then I hit 5,000 on another deal.
Border Town?
Yeah, Border Town, and it was a throw the football like through the hoop, and I won. I got lucky and a little bit skillful with cheating, and then I did a physical challenge and triumphed easily over every one of my competitors.
Were they all old ladies?
Part of them, but part of them weren't. But it was something that I didn't know. It felt natural to me in my drunken condition, but it's from tossing bricks into a pile or tossing half bricks into
you worked on your aim.
Yeah, from work. It's like wax on, wax off. That's what I want to do with you. I want to wax on you and wax your nose and straighten your nose by letting you do the work that where you use
I don't
your
want
nose,
your help
use
waxing
your
off, Raj. I don't want your help waxing off.
Yeah, you need help.
No, Raj. Wait a second.
You need to quit. You need to go back to California, get back on the payroll.
No, I have to be here with you.
No.
Yeah.
Well, you can't handle this place.
I love it.
Be here.
It's perfect.
No.
These are the
Dad,
golden days, Raj.
You could have sold a few $100s worth of stuff if we were just going to let other people come in and
I'd like to, Raj, if I thought I could do it and get away with it. But, okay.
Mark, you can tell Mark an amusing story.
Mr. Newell. It's Super Bowl Sunday.
Yeah, I don't even know who's playing.
Well, the football players.
Is it? Are they athletic competitors?
Yeah.
And what are their names? Do they have names?
I don't know everybody's individual name.
Is Tebow. Is Tebow there?
No. Eli Manning.
I want Tebow. Christianity. God go first. God win.
What's your prediction?
God will win. God will
You heard it here. Raji says God will win the 2012 Super Bowl.
Yes.
New York Giants and New England Patriots.
Patriot. That has a familiar ring. Let me tell you a story about the real New England Patriots. John J. Samuel Adams makes a slightly bitter for my taste the beer he makes, but he was a Patriot, and then his cousin, the other Adamses, and of course, they were all from New England, and some from Virginia. But they were wonderful patriots and constitutional believers, and they had a few slaves. They had slaves, but that was very legal, and they took good care of their slaves. If those slaves hadn't come to America, can you imagine what they'd still be shooting each other with throwing their spears and rocks, and they might have moved up to bows and arrows by now.
Did you say Washington again?
Washington, yeah, Washington. George Washington.
But how can these patriots...
The father of our country and the father of some of the smarter mixed black mulattoes, I would have supposed, throughout the...
but how can these patriots stand any chance against giants, Raj? Actual giants.
Let me tell you a story from the Bible there. Joshua and Caleb were sent forth by Moses in to check out the promised land, the land of Canaan. Yeah, they were sent in as but they were just 2 out of maybe 12 or so.
Are they going to kill everybody?
Spies. Yes, that's what. If God tells them to, they surely will.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, back in those days before Jesus, you could easily get in a lot more trouble by sparing the women and children, or even the innocent, tasty sheep to bring back with you. When you're told to slaughter and kill everything, you better do what God tells you, or you're going to be defrocked at the very least. It's what happened to, I don't know, one of those
lots
leaders.
of people.
Yeah, more than one probably.
Yeah.
And Saul didn't do something right, and Jonah wasn't sent to murder. He just didn't want to go on his mission to save give them a chance to be saved before their city was destroyed. And unlike Sodom and Gomorrah, because I don't know if their sins were of a homosexual nature, Nineveh was saved from destruction by Jonah, but then it made Jonah unhappy, and he went and powdered under a tree for a long time, under a little bush, and then a worm ate the bush.
That seems less fun.
Yeah, but Sodom and Gomorrah,
they
could have been saved.
That's where the fun is.
The homosexual fun. But,
that's going to bring in viewers, I think.
And Father Abraham, he Jewed God down from 100 righteous people down all the way down to 10 or 12, but unfortunately there wasn't that many that could be found. That weren't,
is it Lot? Are we talking about Lot?
Yeah, Lot. So Lot had to get his flock out of there, but his wife looked backwards and to see the destruction. And
table salt or sea salt, do you think?